Good morning. Today I'm on Indian River here, well, just below my house here in Sitka, Alaska. And I was going to look around. I promised everybody I'd look around, see what the Coho or silver salmon run was doing. So I'm getting ready to go out with the underwater camera and have a look.
That's a little bear sign back in here. The trail's running all over the place. Back in there is really brushy. Same with that way. I gotta get out of here. I can.
This 360 camera I'm using is on the end of a pole. I'm up about 12 feet, looking down at me crossing the river. I'm really enjoying this camera. It gives you a chance to be a little bit creative. You can never do this with a regular camera. Okay, well, talking about long pole, well, here it is. And I've got my underwater camera stuck on the end of it. You can see how long the pole is. We're going to stick it prick down here and see what we can find. Maybe we can find some coho or silver salmon swimming around. It's October 10th, and got a little bit of nice weather here for a couple of days. It's not easy moving that pole around, and well, you can't put it in very fast water because it bends a little bit. Also, the camera is not live, so I don't know what I have until I get it home and put it on the computer. So it's very difficult to get the camera aimed at the right direction, especially up and down. Sometimes I'm pointing too low, and sometimes I'm pointing the camera, you see, above the fish. Oh my gosh, look, we've got a whole bunch of trout swimming in here. I didn't know we're even here. These fish are all about 6 to 15, 16 inches long. They're all Dolly Varden. The ones that have little tips on the wings and on their fins, I mean. There you can see one in the foreground with a little bit of color. They're the ones that are going to spawn here next month. They spawn, well, kind of in the end of October and November here. Boy, there's a lot of them in the creek here. I didn't see them. Most of the salmon are gone as far as pink salmon. I did see a couple. Right now, the coho or silver salmon. There you can see the spawning colors on the Dolly Varden trout there. I think the biggest Dolly Varden I've ever seen in Indian River was about 18 inches. Some of the other rivers in southeast Alaska here we used to fish all the time, I've seen them, 25, 26 inches long. The run here in Indian River is always, well, in the last few years has been pretty small. Okay, there's an odd fish. Second one to the left there. Kind of an odd color. Oh yeah, look, it's a little small coho or silver salmon. Really small one. It must be a jack. There's another one up there. Got a little bit of red color, spawn color on it. Yeah, those are little cohos. Depending upon where you live is what people call them. Here in Sitka, we call them cohos. Down in Washington, Oregon, they call them silvers. Here I am again running that big pole. I can't do it very much. Extremely painful on my arms and legs and back trying to hold it there. So I only do this a couple times a year. Oops, something swam by there. Yeah, pretty nice looking trout down in that There he goes there. There's a coho. Why, there's a big dollar varden there too in the bottom left. A lot of leaves starting to float down the river. It's fall. Yep, that's definitely a coho salmon there swimming. There it goes. Ying! We've had a lot of high water, so the gravel in the river is really clean now. Underneath that gravel are millions of pink salmon eggs. Wonder how long that log has been laying there. Dolly Varden using it for cover. I'd say I do this maybe 3 times, 4 times a year. When the pink salmon and chum show up, and the dollies show up in July, I check the river out, and then I'll check it out again in August for September, and then again here in October. Oh, there's some pretty shot there. Coho salmon, some really big dolly varden in there with him. Ping! There goes another coho, swimming the other direction. Keep looking for gold. I stir up the river bottom. Someday I might find a nugget. Keep looking. Oh, here's a whole bunch of trout down in here. When I was standing looking in the pool, I couldn't see the fish at all. I dropped the camera down. Yep, here I am again. Checking her out with that long pole and camera. I couldn't afford a GoPro, so I bought an Askew or an Aska camera. It's a GoPro knockoff. They were only about $59, but hey, it works pretty good. I'm getting tired of this spot. I'm gonna, well, no, I think what I did is went around to the other side of the creek. Oh, there I am over there. I want to see what I can see from that side of the creek. That's bear country over there. I also put out trail cameras for animals, bear and Sitka black-tailed deer, other animals, otters. So if you get a chance and want to watch some of my trail camera footage, it's on my YouTube channel. I'll be collecting one of my cameras here again the next few days. I've been watching an area where there's a atypical black-tailed deer buck. Weird horns on that thing. Well, here's the other side of that log. Oh, look, there's a whole bunch of little dolly varden trout down below there in the gravel. Yeah, there's a bunch of them down there. Like I said, it's really difficult to know where I'm aiming that camera. Sometimes I aim too high, sometimes too low. Oh, I gotta make this weird shot of me in my boots and bringing my camera up. There I am. Well, I found one little spot where there was a group of coho or silver salmon. And I'm putting a sneak on them here. It's really interesting. I'm using the 360 camera and I've got it over the on the end of that pole. I'm trying to get the camera over the top where the fish are. And if you look real close, you could see them. Unfortunately, there was some reflection on the water. There's some coho or silver salmon right there. But when you put that 360 camera on the end of that pole, the pole disappears. It's just fascinating technology. I just love this camera. You can do kinds of screwy things with it. They're darting all over the place down there. We're gonna have to put the underwater camera back on and see if we can't see what's going on. Looks like there's about maybe 8 or 10 dashing around. And here I am walking up the river a little ways, and you can see I'm holding the pole, the 360 camera, but you can't see the pole. Now we're going to drop down the underwater camera. See if I can't find... Well, there's a few fish there on the bottom of the screen. Like I said, it's so hard to aim this thing at the fish. Yeah, coho or silver salmon. Down here by this root ball. Where you hear the current going by on the camera. You don't see, you know, I hit in the bottom once in a while. That's why that thunk, thunk. If I hit a rock. Oh, there's another one down there. They're down in that little deep slot. There goes one. Yeah, they're all silver salmon. There they are. Oh, we got a dog salmon or a chum. The one with the stripes and black stripe. Funk, funk. I'm not sure what that is swimming by, whether it's could be a young king salmon. Anyway, I decided to play around a little bit more with the 360 camera. I've got it sitting up now about 12, 14 feet up in a tree. You know, you tie a string to it, throw it up a tree. And it doesn't matter if the camera's upside down or sideways or anyway, because you're videotaping 360 degrees. And, well, what am I doing with the river up here? Oh, I found a great big, huge piece of quartz was in the water, about the size of a basketball. So I thought I'd check it out and see if there was any gold in it. I don't fall down. Reef. I have a hard time walking out here now, but every step, you know, you got to think out every step you make. You won't fall down. I'm not supposed to be rock hunting. I'm supposed to be looking for salmon. Yeah, I'm walking around like pants are full. Trouble is, when you get old, you don't know if they're full or not. Oh, God. Nope, picking up rocks again. No, that's not a gold nugget. Forget about it. Keep looking for salmon. Do what you're supposed to be doing. But with this 360 camera, this is really kind of interesting how I can just follow myself along. All this is done in post-production when I get home. I can aim that camera in any direction. It's fascinating. There you are. Check out down in here by these, under these trees and things. See if I can see anything. They're pretty out for an October day. And I spotted a couple over there. Not a lot of fish, though. Climb on back here. Now what did I find? Oh. Fresh bear tracks. Yeah, time to go back out here with the underwater camera and see what I can find. There, if you look real close, you can see a couple of salmon underneath that root there. Not too many though. I thought there'd be more. Oh, we got a lot of trout, Dolly Varden here, lower left. Even some small ones. Normally this area has quite a few fish in it, and I'm surprised that there weren't that many in here. Oh, look at them all. A lot of small ones. Probably 6, 7 inches, maybe 8 inches long. See the speckles on them and the markings. Young ones, lots of them. These fish will migrate out here the next couple of weeks and go back out in the ocean. Then they'll come back up next year in July. Wow, there's a bunch of them in there. Look at them. Occasional leaf floating by. Oh, look, more bear tracks.
Oh man, I had to rest. Too nice a day. Just too nice a day not to be out. It's what? 8th, 9th of October? A few coho around, so I thought I'd check around, see what we could find. Plenty around to be up in the pools up there somewhere. Alright. Nice little bear bed here.
Well, that was my fall check of the coho or silver salmon here in the small stream below my house here in Sitka, Alaska. Actually, after looking around, I noticed that the silver coho run here was actually smaller than usual. I think it looks like it could be down as much as 50%, but there could be some real late fish coming too. But after looking around, I didn't see as many as I normally do. Anyway, that's part of what I do. 2, 3, 4 times a year, I get out the underwater camera and check on the fish. I'll be out checking my trail cameras again here pretty quick, so I'll be sure to check back and see how the Alaska brown bear and the Sitka black-tailed deer and other things, how they're doing. We've got the rut coming, so that's going to be good for the blacktail. I'm hoping to get some good video. So I appreciate watching my videos, and until later, goodbye.